everyone, welcome back to RTS and welcome back to having a little bit of fun today. Yes, so the first thing I'm going to do is we are going to announce the winner of our giveaway of America the Beautiful kit. Turned out to be a pretty little kit, and so I just have a few things pulled out here so you could not look at just my table. Right, okay, so I'm going to do that first, and that way if that's all you want to see, you don't have to watch the rest of the video, because what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of chatting, a little bit of discussing, and I'm going to pull out a punch or two because someone had asked questions, and we're just going to have a little chat session. So I have my iPad here. I have my video linked up for the giveaway, and yes, I gave myself a thumbs up. Yes, I did. So what I will do is I will copy this, and then I'm going to go to my YouTube random comment picker. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I will paste that. Okay, now let me get rid of this. Okay, and then load comments. Okay, so it's loading the comments, and we had 113 unique users found. I am going to randomly pick a winner to see who is the winner of our America the Beautiful giveaway. Now, if you were a military family, you got an extra bonus, and I want to say thank you. And I honestly think the word thank you to our military families is such an inadequate, that's an inadequate, it's not very, it's inadequate. It's just, you can't say thank you enough. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for what you do for us and our country. So randomly pick a winner. And we have Daisy. Daisy. You are the winner of the America the Beautiful giveaway. So I will be contacting you, and I will also put my email in the comment section below, but I'll just pop over on your channel and I'll be talking with you about, so letting you know. Oh, yes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this down so everybody will know I'm on up to the snuff. Yes, so Daisy. Awesome. Yes. And I would tell you, if you have not went over to see Daisy's YouTube channel, I will have her channel linked below. She inspires me. I love her videos, and then she also is so talented that she will do the exact same video in Spanish. Ooh, yes, I mean, now that's talented. So congratulations, Daisy, and also thank you, Daisy, for adding to this crafting community with your own YouTube channel. Yes, honestly, awesome. So I know Daisy's going to be excited about that because she's like me. We get excited. Yes, we do. So I'm going to put all this away so I can keep all my giveaway contents together. And Daisy, I will be contacting you, and we will get that mailed. So I'm going to get my list of notes here. I have 3 pages of notes because we're going to have a Q&A time. I don't know how long it's going to be. Doesn't matter, okay? So what I want to say is that was one giveaway, but guess what? In a day or two, there's going to be a new giveaway coming up. So yes, and it's only going to be for 2 weeks, but it's a little thank you, and you can go pop over and see, excuse me, what that new giveaway is going to be. Okay, so I'm going to pull a few things here because we have a few things to talk about, and I will try to go quickly rather than chatty because you know how I get. But I had some questions, and I thought I would answer them, and people have been giving me so many ideas and suggestions. I'm going to go over a couple things, and also what will be coming up, because fall and winter is coming up, and I have lots and lots planned. Yes, I do a lot more scrapping in the fall and the winter, and then it slows down in spring, and then really slows down in the summer. But we're getting ready to start gearing it up. Yes. Okay, so for one of the questions, a lot of people loved our 4for4 series, and I will tell you, I love them because I still am looking at my pages that I did. Yes, still love them, still have to finish that. Yeah, there's a reason why. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to do another round in the fall, and we're going to focus on fall theme related events and stories and things like that. So we're going to do a fall round with fall papers and theme things, and I have a twist. So it won't be the exact same. You know me, I have to change things up to stay interested. Yes, so that will be coming up, a new 4for4 series, the fall edition. So excited for that. Now, I have this layout here because, you know, we'll definitely have some more Disney pages coming up. I will definitely have some more 2-page layouts coming up. And I am very surprised how many people only do 2-page layouts. You know, that's how some of us started in the very beginning. And some of you gals are still doing that. Awesome. Yes, awesome. So I have this here because I wanted to tell you there's a load event coming up. It's the 13th through the 19th. I will have the information listed below. And this load event is unique in the fact that it's a mini load. It's only going to be 7 days. So if you want to dip your toe into the load, which stands for Layout a Day event, I think it is the most wonderful scrappy event, bar none. Yes, it is, because of the stories. When I look back, those are some of my favorite layouts from the load event because it stretches you. You're out of your comfort zone. You're not just doing birthday and Christmas and, you know, picnics. No, you're doing this story. And that's where my heart is recording the story. Okay, so I wanted to say that there is a load event coming up, and the theme is out of this world. So I may focus on Epcot pictures. You know, regardless of what the prompt's on, I might just say I want a mini challenge for myself to work on excuse me, to work on Epcot. But it doesn't have to be, because I will read the prompts, and sometimes prompts, you know, they excite me, challenges excite me, and I might run with that. We'll see. I may do a little bit of both. Okay, so next, what will I have? Okay, so I have been recently showing how to build page kits, and I honestly did not know that so many people would love that as much as I do. Because there is so many ways to make page kits, and I think the reason is because we have so many supplies in our inventory. You want to know how to mix and match them, and you want to know how to put them in different color combinations and different combinations in and of itself to create pages. You don't have to always buy a designer collection from a manufacturer. No, you can do it yourself. So I will have more of that coming up. I think I'm working, part 4 is done. And I will have to tell you something, and I'm sorry about this, and I will apologize. Part 4 ended up being 2 hours. Ooh, I'm so sorry. It took 2 whole solid days to upload to YouTube. And I kind of felt bad about that. And I was talking with my daughter, and she said, it's your channel, do what you want. And I thought, yeah, you know, it's really no big deal. But it is a 2-hour video. But I went into 2 different things. I went into showing another whole several ways to make page kits. There's different approaches. I didn't want to just show 3 pieces of paper and a cardstock. No, there's so many ways. So there's a lot of that. There's some talking, and then I went more into embellishing. Okay, and then I answered a lot more questions. So that's really a 3-part video. That's why it's so long. So warning, watch a little bit over a couple of days. Okay, I'm so sorry it got long, but you know, I like things concise and packaged together, so I kept it together. I didn't want to divvy it up. So a lot of people had asked me, they want to see some layouts from those combinations and page kits, individual page kits that I did. They will be coming up, and this is one of them. Okay, now you had saw this layout before the building page kit series came up. It's just the way it worked. So this was one of those that actually came from that building page kit series. Okay, and I will continue adding part 5, 6, 7, 8 on that building page kit series, because a lot of people asked me, because in that video I had said that I have a pizza kit that I had worked on scraps and just pairing with cardstock, and there's a twist, and that will be part 5. So that will be coming up too, but part 4 will be coming up in a week or so. Then what else? More start to finish pages. Yes, this is where my heart is. Now, it seems like we have a lot going on. We will always have a lot going on, but at the very end of the day, start to finish videos will always be my main thing. Okay, we just got a lot going on right now because I have awesome subscribers. So thank you for leaving me ideas and suggestions. I write them all down. Now, what else I want to say, and I'll just put something pretty here. Yes. What else I wanted to say is, okay, so you know, another, what do I want to say? Another expo or another release. Fall releases are coming is what I want to say. Fall and Christmas. Okay, so I would like for you to leave it in the comment section below, or I'll just say it in the next few videos. If you see a fall release coming out from a manufacturer or a designer and you would like to see a knockoff kit, I will pick maybe 1, maybe 2. It depends on my time, but I always want other people's ideas on how to do a knockoff kit, because I that's a challenge for me because I don't always want to pick the same color schemes I seem to go with, or the same motif, which is doilies and wood grain and floral. So I know that Pink Fresh recently showed their release for one coming up, and it's a different color combination. So I had thought about that. Indigo Hills too, I had thought about that. So if you want to see that one, or if there's something else, I may just pick one from the suggestions and do another knockoff kit, because I love doing those. So maybe, and I won't do a Christmas knockoff because I have some things coming up for that. So okay, now let's go into the next page of notes. Yes, so don't forget about that load event. It's coming up. Details are listed below. Okay, and once that starts, you can't jump in. You have to be signed up before it starts. Alice does do a cutoff. Okay, so in our summer space shape up this week, we were talking about color, all types of color, and how to add color to your pages. So hop over and look at that video and then read the comments, because in the comments I had asked everyone, what was your favorite way to get color in? And then yes, and so you will get to read other people, because, you know, for me, I don't have any scrapbookers around me. I have no one else to talk to. YouTube has been my thing for the last few years. So that's why I sometimes enjoy comments more than I do a video, because I glean a lot from everybody's comments. I like learning. I like sharing. And so look at people and see what they're saying, their favorite way to get color, and maybe you'll be inspired to hop into your own space and pull out some items from color. And with that, I was talking to some of my subscribers just this morning, and, you know, some of us had said, I think it was Belinda had said, you know, she hasn't used anything since January as far as color. So I have something coming up, something else coming up. Let me just show you, okay? I was doing some traveling recently, and I'll see if I can show this. And this is how many notes. This right here. That's how many notes and content and things. And on top of all of this, yes, I did. I took that pile of notes, concise it down. Had to take another notebook. Yes. Yes. And I will say that right now. If you get yourself a pretty journal or a notebook and a pretty pen, and you just keep that for your brain dump, your notes, your ideas, your inspiration, and you just have one home for it, it really helps. I mean, I have done that for years. And so I just recently bought these. Look at these. Aren't these just beautiful? Who is the manufacturer? OCS Designs. I don't know. It says California. But anyways, look how beautiful. And these have a texture. I mean, they're just beautiful. Okay? Now, you could definitely use that for memory keeping, but I just have for notes, because I did the same thing. I always have notebooks laying around. Now, sometimes my problem is I have the raccoon syndrome. You know what I'm going to say? I have too many of these floating around. So I had to tell myself, you know. But yeah, I see a floral notebook or journal, I'm running to it, just like kids, running to it. So that's what I wanted to say. There's so much going on. And yes, I think Belinda and I were talking about that very this morning. Just simply sit down and write out your ideas. You can't keep them in your brain. So, okay, so hop over to that summer space shape up, because this week is week 8, and we're talking about color, so get some inspiration from that. Now, coming up next week is week 9, and I said we're going to be talking about the big E. And what would that be? It's going to be embellishments coming up in week 9, which is next week. And again, there's another video after that summer space shape up, and it got long, okay? But a lot of people had asked me about my color boxes. So I don't know if it ended up in 1 part or 2 part. I think, no, it ended up in 2 parts because it was so long, okay? And so one will just be talking about organizing embellishments, and the second part actually has my color boxes, okay, and my color bins. So again, more long videos coming up, but when you're organizing, you can't just talk about it in 10 minutes. It's long, it's detailed, it's processed, and you want to be able to show things where people can save money. You know, who wants to just keep spending $30 on a container, then it doesn't work? You know what I'm talking about. So in week 9 of our summer space shape up, we'll be talking about embellishments. So hop over, and then also just hit the notification bell, and you'll know when those embellishment videos, again, they're long. Not all my videos will be that long, okay? But I don't mind long videos, especially when I'm deep into a project. Okay, so then what do we have now? Okay, well, guess what? This is now the beginning of August. And guess what? Page Maps just had another release for their sketches. And so this month, so inspiring, Jelly Bean Soup design team hopped on. And there's another 2-page spread. And the designs are very simple this month, but the page layout examples are beautiful. So hop over. And if you like, I know Missy Whidden has a great big following. She has a beautiful layout. And I got some ideas looking at some of the sample layouts. And I know this sketch right here, there was a design a technique that this designer, I think was Marla, that did. I will definitely be following up on that. So hop over, and sometimes what I'll do in this month, in August, I looked at the design team work and it inspired me. So I printed 2 copies because I'm going to keep one right on my desk for my inspiration, and I will file one because I don't ever want to miss out getting these, because you know. And with Page Maps, they did have a website crash, so some things just haven't been available, you know, the earlier ones. So that's what I do. Every once in a while, I'll print 2 of those puppies, and it's free, and I'll have the link below for that. Okay, now one of the other questions I had, and I'm just going to put another page here, so you're looking at something different. Another question I got, or the comment was, definitely people want to see the go-to designs. I'm working on that content, almost have it finished, and so we will be working on 4 or 5 go-to designs that you can just put in your memory bank, and then there is about 10 variations for each one of those. Yes, now I won't be showing layout samples, no. Well, I'll be showing some that I have done in the past, but I won't be doing, you know, an actual layout on camera about that. So fun stuff ahead. Okay, that will probably be September. Okay, now what else? Yes, so paper pads. Well, of course, we have a paper pad party thing going on, so go check that playlist. Super. This was part of, no, this was Disney. This was, yeah. I got so much going on. Yes. Oh, yes, paper pad party. We had some going on. And I think I have it here. I don't know. I tell you what, my piles are getting bigger, ladies. I gotta have to, I gotta take some time. Summer's busy. And I was talking to my husband about that, and I think I just had raccoon, sorry. He had said to me not so long ago, he said, what's the problem? If you're having fun, don't worry about it. He said, no one else is complaining. I'm the one who complains. Oh, my room's a mess. Oh, my Lord, I have piles. I got this going on, you know. And he's like, no one else is complaining. Everything's fine. Have fun. So yes, just have fun. If you have some piles for a little bit, just keep them off the floor. Yes, I had a notebook on the floor yesterday and tripped. I'm telling you, yours truly is bad for that. So what was I talking about? Paper pads. Yes, paper pad party, that whole playlist. And you can share what you're doing with anything with paper pads on Instagram with hashtag paper pad party. So someone had asked me, actually several people had asked me, and I'm trying to find it, if I could show what I do when I am getting down to a paper pad and it is, you know, you got some stragglers. How do I handle a paper pad that's getting nearly used or halfway used? And I will show that along in the same video as my paper categories, because a lot of people had asked how I do that. So that will be a video coming up. I think I need an assistant. Yes. So fun. Absolutely fun. So that will be coming up. Okay. What else will be coming up? Well, the suggestions I have, people want fast pages. That's coming up. I have a series coming up about just layouts and UFOs. Okay. And I'm not going to say, some of you know what that is. And also base pages, base scrapbooking. Yeah. And guess what I'm working on right now? The most requested thing that people keep asking is my color binders. And so I'm working on that right now. And that will be up. Let me just double check. That will be up on week 10. So that's 2 weeks of our Summer Space Shape Up. Yes, we're going to be talking about stickers and chipboard. And then the following week is die cuts. There is a lot of organizing and scrapbooking abroad. Yes, we have a lot coming up. Now, another question I had is, how do I get so much done? Well, I will be honest with you and tell you I have the raccoon syndrome. So I am going here and going there, and I do this and do that. You know, I do a lot of things around the house. I do a lot of things for my husband. I do a lot of things for my little girl. And then, you know, you have to be the wife, the mother, the daughter, the aunt, the sister, you know, everything. Now, I was going to say something else, but you know, you got to keep everybody happy. Yes, okay. So what I do, honestly, is I don't watch TV. I don't. I mean, and since I started this channel, I hardly even get to watch YouTube anymore. Ugh. But that's what you have to do. You have to balance that. And then every single day, I'm doing something scrapbooking related. That is, honestly, I would say, how do I get so much done? Every single day, I'm either planning or thinking or writing down notes. Yes, and I would suggest go get a notebook you already have. You don't have to go buy anything. Or if you want something pretty, go buy yourself a pretty journal. And I suggest something that's spiral and start making notes. Notes, notes, and notes. And then after a while, once you get so many notes, divide up into categories. Pages you want to do, pages you need to finish, projects coming up, and then make a schedule, okay? You know, what's that saying? Plan the work and then work the plan. That's me. That's exactly what I do. Now, am I misorganized? Sometimes I say yes and sometimes I say no. Some people will call me Martha Stewart. You got it all going on. No, sometimes I'm not Martha Stewart. I got, what you see on Pinterest isn't always what it is. I have piles to my left, piles to my right. I just got it all going on. And so I laugh when people say, I want to see a room tour. Oh, some days, no, you don't, because I have so much going on. But that's creativity. If you never have anything sitting around, then that means you're not doing anything. So embrace the creativity, embrace the piles, and every single day, just do a little something. Even if it's just making embellishments, even if it's just picking out paper, if it's just getting out your alphas and going through them, purging them, organizing them. Something as simple as getting out some punches and some scrap paper. That's creativity. Yes, it is. Okay. So that is how I get everything done. No TV. I do something scrapbooking related every single day. You can ask my husband and daughter. Yes, I think sometimes they get a little tired of that. But that is my nature. I love color, that type of things. It makes me happy. And then also too, making a lot of notes. Yes. And have a lot of different projects going on at one time. So things stay fresh and fun for me. And I'll be talking about that coming up in the future too. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is my beautiful subscriber Elizabeth had asked me. I was doing a page kit, and I think I lost track. I think it was the building page kit series, and I had showed in one of my building page kits some of these doilies that I have. They're just paper from, actual scrapbook paper doilies, okay? And she said, okay, where did they come from and how did you do them? And I said, oh, okay, those are punches, okay? And so I told her that I would show that. So that's what I'm going to do. And this will be the last little chit-chat I have, okay? Because we're going to do a little bit of, like I said, every single day I'm doing something. So I have these little pieces here because I want to remind myself to say something. Okay, so what these are, and I will show these. Okay, these are by We Are Memory Keepers, and they are called the Mini 8 Punches. And I was looking up what the tariff was, and they were about $20. I didn't pay $20. One day, a cherry on top had them half off or something, $9.99. That's when I bought them. But I know that places like Marshall's and Ross and some of those discount stores and Tuesday Morning was carrying them every once in a while. And I would say you can still find them on Amazon, and if I find a store that has them, I'll go snooping around and see if I can find them. They're wonderful punches. They're not very heavy. I have some Martha Stewart punches that are heavier than these, okay? These are the Mini 8, and you can tell because they have an 8 here. So this one is called Loop, okay? Which would be, this is the Loop. I want to double check. This is the Loop one. Right here. Oh, sorry. This is the Loop one, okay? And I'll show you why they're called Mini 8, and I will show you how they're done. Okay. No, I told you wrong. That's not. This is the Loop. I'll tell you why I have a mark here. I have a mark here because on this loop, okay, I have 4 of these. I think there was a set of 12. I think there was. They came out, and this is one of those products that came out, didn't really get a lot of coverage, and then just stopped making them. They're discontinued now. So this is one of those things you go on eBay or Etsy and Amazon and see if a seller has them. But the original price was $20, so keep that in mind, okay? Now, I will show you the ones I have. I have 4. This one's called Loop. Do not buy this. I'll tell you why. This one is called Loop because I shouldn't say don't buy it. That's not the right thing. This does not cut right for me, has never cut right for me. I have tried so many different configurations, and you can see right here. I'll bring this a little closer. Okay. Now, this isn't for all of them, just this one. It's called Loop. Okay, can you see this cut in the, no. Can you see this cut in the action? What if I put on something darker? Can you see that cut in the action? Yeah, that, and where's the other one? Right here. Because I'll show you how these punches were designed to be used, and because you cut it 4 ways and then you flip it and you cut it another 4 ways. That's why it's called a mini 8, because it's 8 punches. Okay, not cuts, it's 8 punches. The loop one will never ever match up. I think there was one time I did it and it matched up to a T, and I was like, well, and I think this might be one of them. And see, and it's not too bad, but it doesn't exactly line up every time. You have to kind of finagle with it, okay? And I really don't know why. Not, and you can't really see. But yes, every once in a while you're luck out and you're like, oh, it cut good. Yes, this one looks pretty good. But this one here, this is how a lot of it comes out. And there's only one way to use it, so it's not user error. It's something about how it goes in, okay? And I'll show that. So this is the loop one right here. So Elizabeth, that's what that looks like. It's loop. I'm not going to say don't get it, but you're not going to get a perfect cut out of this one. At least with mine, I'm not. Maybe there's something a little off. I don't know, okay? But that was one of those things I had said in another video. When you get a new tool or gadget, you need to use it sooner than later, and if there's a problem, then you can take it, you know, fix it. By the time I got around to that, it was being discontinued. Like I said, they went off the shelves. They came on really quick, not a lot of coverage, and then they went off the shelves very quick. I don't know. Maybe everybody had problems with them. I don't know. So that was called Loop, okay? This one is called, oh, I'll do the doily one last because I'm actually going to show that one. Okay, the next one is Trellis, and this looks like this. Very pretty too, okay? And this is what the Trellis Mini 8 punch looks like, okay? And so what, and I'll go over all the other stuff. And so that's what that looks like. Now with this one, you get these shapes, if you can see. See how you have these little shapes that's punched out here? You can actually use them as little mini embellishments on cards and layouts. So yes, you can actually use the cuts for extra little bits and bobs, okay? Here's the green ones. Very, very pretty. Very, very simple to do. It's 8 punches. Okay, so that was the Trellis. Okay, what do we have next? Then the next one I have is called Scallop. Okay. And Scallop is this one. I think I only have one of those. But that's what the Scallop looks like. I like it too. So you can see, see how I have different looks. Each one of those is different looks. Yes, different looks. And I like them. Okay, I have used these a lot, okay? And then there's that loop one. And let me see if this matched up. Oh, that didn't, oh yeah, you can see. See, it's a crapshoot. You just don't know what you're going to get out of this punch. Where was I at? See right here? It didn't match up right. And you might not be able to see that, but it didn't. It didn't match up. So it's one of those things. I have done it different ways. I thought it was me. No, it's not me. Right here. This is another one. Because as you see, I kept playing with it. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Oh, that's basic gray paper there. You see? It just doesn't line up at times. And believe me, it's only 8 punches. It's not much you can do with it. Okay, so then the last one is actually called a doily punch. Again, these are called Mini 8 punches by We Are Memory Keepers. When We Are Memory Keepers was We Are Memory Keepers, and I'm going to say this right now, We Are Memory Keepers tools under the new umbrella does not have the good quality issues and control as it did when it was by itself. I'm just going to say that. That's just my opinion and my opinion only. Okay, glad they're still in business, glad they're on the American Crafts umbrella, but the quality of their tools is not what it used to be. And I think a lot of people would agree with me. Okay, so the next one is a doily, actually called a doily punch. Okay, and this is the cut you get. This isn't going to show up very well. Okay, so these are just 6x6 papers, which I'll talk about that in a minute. And this is what it looks like. Now, when you punch this one, because you're going to punch it 4, flip it, and punch it 4, and what you get is, this is exactly what you get is the leftovers. I mean, you get this. But you're not going to use that, and you get little bits and bobs. You're not going to use that, but you can use those. Absolutely. Okay. And so for each one, this is a 6 by 6 piece of paper, and this is a glitter piece of paper. Now it's not a thick glitter. Okay, it's with die cuts with a view. It's very, very thin, so it does punch. It doesn't just have to be paper. You can't do heavy cork. You can't do, well, I'm missing one. And you can't do heavy burlap or corrugated paper. It has to be something very thin. It's very thin. Okay, it's basically just a regular piece of paper. It has just a little finish on the back. Okay, and so that is all from a 6 by 6 piece of paper. Yes, so I'm actually going to show, I'll keep that there. Very pretty. Okay, now some people did not like these when they first came out because they're like, it's too much of this. Well, you know what, when you're dealing with punches, that's just roll with the punches. That's what you're going to have. It's just, you know, I just can't believe people are complaining about that. But yeah, oh well. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're simply going to take a 6 by 6 piece of paper, and I'm not going to actually push down because my camera will shake. So 6 by 6 piece of paper, and so what do? Okay, it doesn't matter which side you put in. Right here is an arrow, and you put it in, and you're going to punch, okay? And I actually did this in steps so I could show. So you're going to punch, okay? And then this is what you get, okay? So then what you do is you just turn it. You're going to punch this corner, turn it, punch this corner, and then you're going to punch this corner. So you just put it in, and you just change each corner up in this little piece right here with the arrow. That's all you do. Okay, 4, and then so this is what you get. Okay, so you can tell it punched in all 4 of those corners. So then what you do is you flip it. Okay, and then when you flip it, you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to take this corner here, and you're going to put it up in that same corner you just did. I'm going to punch this in the air. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so yeah, didn't work, did it? Oh, let's try it again. Now I am sure that did not work because I'm punching it, because I've never had a problem with this one. But if I don't, it's going to make a camera shake. Okay, so then this is the problem when you flip it. When you're sitting here and you're working in the beginning, and let me move something here. Okay. You just put it on your table surface and you just punch it, move it, punch it, and that it can stay stationary. But when you flip it and you do these next cuts, okay, I'm putting this in, and I'm putting this corner up in that same corner, and you punch it. Each time you punch it, you have to pick it up, and you have to, and I'm going to do this, and okay, you have to see how this piece is stuck. You have to use a stylus or something, and you have to get that out every time. That's where that little square came from. Okay, but you have to do that every time of your last 4 punches. Okay. And like I said, this probably isn't going to be a perfect cut because of me doing it this way. Because I can tell it's already shifting. But I don't want to make my camera bounce. And sometimes I'll slide out. Sometimes you have to get your stylus. So that is a little bit of a downfall. You can punch 4 really quickly on the front. But then when you go to flip it, it's... But look at the result. It's so worth it. Yes. Now this is not a normal... This is not a normal. Like I was doing it in the air. Okay. But this is... I've never had a problem. The only one I had a problem with was that loop one. I don't know. The loop one throws me for a loop. I just cannot get an exact cut the entire way around. But for the doily, for the scallop, and for the trellis, I don't have a bit of problem. Every time they are exact the whole way around. The loop one throws me for a loop. Okay, so Elizabeth, that is what those mini 8 punches are. And this is the doily one. I'll put it on a piece. It is as beautiful as you can be. Now, what you're going to do, you have to use a 6x6 piece of paper. So 6x6 pads is perfect for that. Now, I want to show something with 6x6 paper pads. When you rip these out, oh, there's a little one. There's a mini one. Yes, there's another doily. Okay, so a lot of times I'll just cut those in half. So it's a 2-for-1, really. So let me show something here. Well, that will show up. Okay, let me show this one. Okay, so when you rip that out, and this is a problem you have not only with paper pads, 6x6, but any type of paper pad. Okay, so I'm going to make sure this is 6 inch because I got to cut off this header, right? So, I'm going to make it 6x6. And this is what happens. I still got some of that branding strip, if you will, on top. I don't know if that shows up. And that's what happens. But when it comes to using these punches, don't worry, that's going to get cut off. So if you have an American Craft, sometimes is known for that, you know. I'll just say that, okay. What is this one from? This is American Crafts. It was called something. I don't know. But it's pretty. It's like a little birthday celebration. So, but when you go to use that punch, that's going to get cut off, and so it doesn't matter if you have that little bit of an overhang. But when I tell you what, when you're using 6x6 papers in a class or a design and you want 6x6, that's a problem. Irritates me, but we love it. We use it. We buy it. Okay. Again, I'm glad American Crafts is in business, but, you know, I wish they would pay a little more attention to things. That's just my opinion. Okay, so that is a little mini review of these mini 8 punches. Love them. I will not get rid of them. I did see someone on YouTube recently destashing them. I'm like, no, keep them. Okay, but you can still find some. The original price is $20. I wouldn't spend over that. No, I would not spend over $20. And I would not even spend over $10 for that loop one. My doily, my trellis, and my scallop, they're worth $20. The other one, no, because I can't get an accurate cut. And it's not, I do it the same way I do the other ones, and I get a perfect cut every time with those. Yes, okay. So that's all I have. Thank you for entering the giveaway, and Daisy, congratulations for being the giveaway winner. There's another giveaway popping up in a day or two. Hop over, see what that's all about. And thank you to everyone for all your kind comments, your encouragement, and your support. Means so much to me, and I will never say that enough. And if you have more ideas and suggestions, all you have to do is let me know, because I write every one down. We have a lot coming up. Hit the notification bell and come back to RTS, because you never know what we're going to learn. Bye.